In this video, I'm going to show you how to edit text, format it, insert links, add content and files from Google Drive, and also add some Google Apps. So in terms of editing text, I'm going to start off, I'm looking at my newly created but very empty site. I'll click on Edit, the little pencil icon up at the top, to bring up my editing toolbar. So as I mentioned in the previous video, this toolbar lets you do all sorts of different formatting, bullet lists, text color, font size, etc. So if I want to change some of the style of my text, highlight it, change the font, away we go, just like in any other text editing program. To add a link, you highlight the text that you want to be linked, click on the link icon up here, which looks like a little chain, and you can link to another page within the site by choosing it from the sitemap, or you can type in or paste in a web address. So I'll do that and click OK. So that's now a hyperlink that can be clicked on. The other thing that you can do within a site is embed content from Google Drive or upload files that you've got locally. So I'll just jump over to another page to do that. Oops. And good time to remind you to save your work as you go. So I'll click over onto another page. And this page I set up with a template to just be a standard website page. It has content in the middle, and then you can upload files to the bottom. That's useful for a lot of basic pages, but I am going to change the template for this page to a different one to show you some extra functionality. So to change the template, I'm going to go Change Page Template. And I'm going to make this one something called a file cabinet. And a file cabinet lets you add all sorts of different types of files as well as have content on the page. So I'll select that and change. And what it's now given me is still my content page or box here, but I've got a number of other different buttons here that I can use to add content. Files, which are directly uploaded, links, files from Google Drive. I can create folders and move content to folders, delete, and then subscription. So again, I'm going to edit the page, and I can add and edit my text here as I did on the previous page, and I can also upload files directly to here. So if I click on Add File, it will let me browse and find a file that I want to upload. Let's just grab something nice and small that will be a quick upload. So that's going to upload that file, which in this case is a PDF. And it's now added it as a file below text. I can still edit text within this box too, and I'll show you another way that you can add files from Google Drive, which you can do using that button, but there's another way we can do it too, which is to go Insert. And from Insert, you've got a range of different things you can add. You can add images, links, table of contents, text box, all sorts of different things. The ones that I find particularly useful are uploading stuff directly from Drive. So if I go Drive and Presentation, what this is going to do is it's going to browse all of the files that I already have in Google Drive. Now I don't actually have anything for this particular subject, so I'll just grab any old presentation that I've created. So we'll pop that one in and select, and then save. And what that's done is it's actually embedded the presentation within the website. When I save this and I'll let you view it from the student perspective or from the non-edit perspective, you'll get a sense of how it's going to look. So there's that presentation from Google Drive, and I can flick through it from here and be able to look at it, or actually open it as a full presentation. And there's the PDF that I uploaded as well. So a few different ways to add content to a page. Next thing I'm going to show you is how you can edit the layout of the page. So I'll go back into Edit Page, and you get a few different layouts you can play with. So this is just a one column, nice and simple, but you can have a few different layouts. So if I change that to a two column, it adds an extra column there, and I can put text in and away I go. Now the last thing I'm going to show you, and I'll go to a blank page for it, is how to edit some or include apps directly into a page. So again, I'm going to go pencil, and this is where you can include things like a calendar, a Google map, and a few other bits and pieces. Under insert, we've got a few different things you can include. So I'm going to start off with a calendar, and this is one that I've created for my HSC class that has all of the dates that they need to complete things for their major work. So if I've already created this calendar in Google Calendars, and I'm not going to go into how to do that one in this video, but I can just grab that, select, and that will embed a calendar. A few little display options of how I want it to show. I'd want to have it as a month, showing different bits and pieces. Click on Save, and that's now embedded a calendar in. And if I save the page as a whole, you can see that there is my calendar taking up the whole page. Right, so that might be a useful thing to include, particularly in senior subjects when you've got due dates and things coming quickly, but also for a school website if you've got a school calendar or events, that sort of thing. I'll go back in and edit this page again, and I'm going to get rid of that calendar just to show you something else. So to get rid of an app that's been embedded, I click on it. I can change how it's going to lay out down here, but I just want to remove it. Now I'm going to insert a map. Just allow that. Now from here I can type in a location that I want it to zoom in on, and I can include that map. If you are using Google Maps to create custom maps, you can embed one of those as well from here. So select that, again those display options, save, and in goes my map, centered in on that location that I set. If I save that, you'll see what it looks like. And it's an editable or it's an interactive map, so you can move it around and play with it just as you could on another site. So while there is plenty more that you can do with Google Sites, I'm going to leave it there for these videos. Do have a play with them if you would like. They're a great way to create a public-facing site with little to no web editing skills. And if you're already using Google Apps to store your resources, it's a great way to make those resources available to your students in a well-presented, professional, easy to find way.